And I'm just gonna, here in Florida, the sun's just going down. It's actually a foggy day, although I'm just gonna take you around the neighborhood. There's some pretty nice lights here. Most people have them off right now, I noticed. But here we are in Florida. Can't see. Actually, the other day on Christmas Day, like, they had record temperatures down here, so anybody who believes in that, climate, there's no climate change. I mean, it was like 82 degrees at Jacksonville Beach, 84 degrees at Clearwater Beach. They had record crowds, so, when you hear people say there's no climate change, I mean, when you go to the beach on Christmas Day, even here in Florida. Now, with that being said, like right now, I don't know, it's about, what time is it? It's about 6 o'clock, I guess. Sun's going down. It's probably about 60 degrees. It's actually supposed to get colder tonight. This time of year, we probably average 70 to 72 degrees during the day. Nighttime temperatures are probably between 55 and 60. Tonight, it's supposed to go down to about 45. And then tomorrow night, I think down to 38. And then we can actually possibly get into the 20s. And when I say the 20s, I mean, we don't get freezing temperatures or real cold temperatures during the day. Even when we get those 30 degrees, 20 degrees, it's always at nighttime. Now, unfortunately, maybe just because it's, it's not quite, the sun hasn't gone down all the way, or maybe some people started taking, this street really was lit up nice with Christmas lights, which just wanted to show you. Obviously here in Christmas, we never have a white Christmas. Although, I'm in Central Florida now. I lived in Tampa Bay for 20 years, supposedly, and I think they said 1977, they had like 2 inches of snow in Tampa, and it was like chaos. 2 inches of snow. Come on. I grew up in Philadelphia. I had to dig myself out of 2 feet of snow at times. So anyway, I'm just doing, I guess it's called just a walking video, walking around my neighborhood. There's a guy, Larry, he's a big football fan, retired attorney. And this street, if I'm not mistaken, coming up here around the band. And this is a holiday video, just to, I could have went around with my car and, look for more houses with nice lights on it. But, I figured I needed the exercise to do a little walk. Need to upload a video to YouTube. I haven't been doing it too much lately, but now I'm in the partnership program. I'm going to try to do post 3 videos a week starting next week on the New Year's, really. Oh, here we go. Okay, so if you come down this street, you can see, as we're going, the street. I guess we have people on this street that, I don't know, I might as well walk all the way down and back. Because, this neighborhood doesn't go all too crazy. This is a 55 and over. So you're not going to see any little kids running in the streets or Christmas carolers. But, the lights are pretty. All these homes are brand new, built within 5 years. So, like, all these people, going all out to put the extra lights on for Christmas. It's nice. So, I just kind of give you a scan. And again, I'm not sure what time it is. If it weren't so cloudy, the sun probably just be dipping around now. But anyway, we got a nice house here. Some Christmas lights. Got sound of a sewer down there. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, probably someone's secondary home. There's no lights there. Yeah, well, neighborhood like this, a lot of people, have money. Although the Canadians aren't coming down, thanks to Ron DeSantis, all the Canadians would come down. That would be the winter money. And what that dum-dum did is he said, if you're Canadian or any other country, you own a property in Florida and it's not your primary resident, even though if you own the house here for 20, 30 years, next time you come down, we got to fingerprint you and do a background check. So a lot of the Canadians said, well, you know what? We'll just, sell our property in Florida. And now they're bitching and moaning down in like St. Pete and Clearwater where, the Canadians would spend all their money. And they're just not getting the revenue right now. And I don't blame them. They're going to Belize and Costa Rica and places where, if you've been here in Florida for that many years and you own a property, I just don't see, do anything. And we go around here, we got some more lights. Yeah. I think the lights are pretty. I like looking at them, but goodness gracious, I'm so out of shape, like putting these lights up. And then since we're in HOA, they got to be down by like, I think it's like the 8th of January or the first weekend. But yeah, I guess I can go around this way. This is kind of circles my neighborhood a little bit. Probably not many more Christmas lights. This is, but I think this is one of the better streets. And not even all the houses are lit up, but usually this whole row down here, and maybe that one house, they're just not home. And usually that whole row, it's pretty just to sit out here and look at. Anyway, I hope everybody, whether you celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas or, you don't really celebrate the holidays. And I know there's a lot of depressed people during holidays, and I hope everybody's doing good, mentally healthy, and we're going into 2026, which I mentioned in the video right before this. Okay, where am I going here? Okay, yeah, this is am I going the right way? Am I? If I get lost, I'll find my way out. But anyway, there's a little wooded area here. This is not one of the streets. Like I said, this is a brand new neighborhood. I usually don't walk it. But there's only so many houses in here, so eventually one of these zigzag streets will lead me back around. You gotta be careful, especially at nighttime walking out here alone. Because because it's new construction, and this used to be a big empty farm. I mean, there's still some gators out here. Although what they did when they designed this development, I think there's like 10,000 homes in it. They didn't put any of those water retention ponds, which for two reasons: to eliminate any type of sinkhole activity, which is actually smart, and to eliminate gators. You got a senior citizen, people 55 and over here, they don't need to be dealing with gators, but coyotes, now, you got to be careful with those, and don't feed them. At the beginning of the summer, everybody got things on their doors like, don't feed the coyotes, so when I go out at nighttime, I carry this little flashlight with me, and just in case I run into them, it's got a little stunner. I mean, I'm not going to go out unarmed. I never would want to use a taser gun, or it's not a taser gun, it's called a stun. And there's a difference. Anyway, we're coming up here. Now we're talking about the Eagles. The Eagles look pretty good. Actually, I was watching the game yesterday. And it was in the fourth quarter, and I was like, 13-0, and I wound up falling asleep. Checked the score this morning, I was like 13-12. So I don't know what happened to the Eagles there at the ending. But okay, this is the street I live on. I guess I'll go around the long way, so this will be about a 15-20 minute video, but that's the street I came down on. And Go around here, see if we got any Christmas cheers going on. Ho, 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 ho. Let's see. Me, well, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. No, actually, I went to the dentist recently, and man, they took out 2 teeth and they hurt. So I'm glad that's done. Nothing worse than a toothache. Anyway, guys, put in the comments. I would love to. Now I'm in the partnership program. I am going to do. My channel is going to mainly focus on music, sports, entertainment. I would like to collaborate and do more serious stuff, like talking about the state of the world, some politics, even science. Like I'm going to do a whole, probably 2 of the things I'm planning as soon as 2026 kicks in is new videos, but I'm going to put them in a playlist. And they'll be one by one, like a series. And the first one's just going to be, Strats for Life, an introduction, how I got involved in music at the age of 12. My grandfather, famous violinist, he hand-built violins and cellos out of Hungary. That's how, I was 3, 4 years old. First memories, in his shop, I can smell that varnish, the horsehair hanging down. I mean, that's what they would use to, for the bow. And God bless his soul. Look him up, János Bóder, Hungarian violin and cello maker. I mean, he would sell his instruments. It would take him 6 months to sell an instrument. Then he would sell it worldwide and probably get $15,000. I mean, he lived a pretty good life. Pretty good life. How you doing there, sir? Saying hi to a neighbor over here. I want to get run over. Alright. So anyways, walking along. And I do have the Stellaria map, which is the map of the skies, which I've heard. Oh, anyway, I'm going to do a playlist, a whole series of videos. Everything from, like, right from the beginning. If someone wants to play guitar, like what kind of guitar to buy, how to change. One of the things I can't stand is someone buys a guitar. They start learning, and they even get good. And some people don't even know how to change strings. So I'm going to do basic things like that, like if you have a guitar, here's how you change the strings on an acoustic guitar, which is a little bit different than electric, and each electric guitar is a little bit different. So I got 2 different styles of electric guitars. I'm going to break it all down, how you change strings on an acoustic, and then I'm going to start with showing somebody, if you go out and buy a cheap guitar, I'm going to show you 3 chords, and then I'm going to show you what's called a pentatonic scale. And if you can learn 3 chords and memorize this little pattern or shapes that I call them, you'll be jamming along in no time. Trust me on this one. And then the land of the A7s. That's going to be a video I do. That's definitely going to be a video. We got a neighbor over here. Howdy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
Not quite the white snowfall, but I'll take it though. Better than shoveling snow, that's for sure. Alright, anyway. Going back around the corner here. Friendly neighbors. Everybody seems like they're in good spirits. You in good spirits?
I am.
Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Alright, you'll be on YouTube, you'll be famous. No, there's nice people in here. Like I said, overcast day, so not the greatest day, but it's going to get cool, so we'll probably have more sunshine, but it's just going to be colder. Probably see people out here wearing coats, jackets, gloves. I mean, when it's supposed to be 28 or 29 degrees, not tomorrow night, but the night after that. I'm telling you, folks, 28, 29 degrees down here, people are refreezing. And I never use my heat, so I don't think I'll have to use the heat. So, and sadly, a lot of these people on this street usually have their Christmas lights on. So, I don't know, maybe because of the rain, or Christmas is officially over, so they're not always putting on their lights. But it's definitely full nighttime, and it's doing a 360 here. And like I said, I don't have Solarian, so I can't even tell. Well, I do have it on this phone, but I don't even know where the moon is up in the sky. Because it gets full on seeing these lights. All right, and then you see where those little glow things are. And that's my car right behind there, that red one. I'm just about home. So, with that, okay, and then the next playlist, other than the guitar thing, and I'm going to try to show people, my gear, explain my gear, different things like that. And then I'm going to do a playlist on some science. I hope I get some collaborators, and the science I'm going to do it on are 3 flat earthers, which is obviously, I looked into it, but there's 3 flat earthers on YouTube pushing this thing, and a lot more than that, but I'm going to do a video review, or just tell you what I think of these 3 people. Out of the 3, actually, and most people that know the truth, the earth is round. We've known that for 2,000 years. We've been to space. We got satellites. We see it sink down over the horizon. We got a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. All that proof, and you still have these 3 people. But 2 of them do it for a particular reason, and I'm going to tell you why these 2 guys are not so bad. So I don't want you guys to hate them, like you guys that really get all twisted up on this, because it is a popular subject right now on YouTube. A lot of people are talking about this flat earth stuff. So, and then I'll tell you who the one bad guy is, and I'll probably do a 2-parter on him, and he's just nasty. He is nasty, and even with that, I hope he does my video review, because I'm going to do a 2-parter on him. And each review is not going to be real long. Like, he does 5-hour lives. I'll probably do, on this one gentleman I'm talking about, the 2-parter, I'll probably do like 2 20 to 30 minute videos on him. So maybe a total of an hour. The other 2 guys, I may do 20 to 25 minutes, because they're really not bad, and I know exactly what they're up to. So stay tuned for them. And actually, the playlist for that, flat earth, you want to call it debate, I'm going to say I'm a round earther, but I'm going to give you a million reasons why. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And Nathan Oakley, when you say, but you still measure the earth level, well, look at the definition in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Level is defined as following the liquid curvature of the earth. So every time you say level, you're saying the earth is curved. I'm going to show it to you in your video. But every time you say level, you're saying the earth is curved. So with that, I'll just leave it at that, and we'll get into that stuff later on. Okay, I love you guys, but for now, we're peace out.